ultimately separated them from you guys?
First, you got to give credit to them. They played great, and just didn't play well with a lead, and they just played really well, and I just got to give them a lot of credit.
I feel like you did everything right on that shot, and then Hart did stuff better.
I mean, I could have closed out a little better, but I mean, he was so far away, and then bobbled the ball a little bit, and the ball went in. So, just great shot.
Jalen, that second to last offensive possession after the Nemhard three, when you put up that kind of off balance three with about 11 seconds left,
Yep.
what's going through your mind when you go for a shot? Did you like that shot when you put it up?
Not really. Just it's a terrible decision, and something I need to learn from.
Did you kind of recognize in the moment, or did you know the time remaining?
I knew the time. I knew everything was going on. I just made a terrible decision.
Is that because, like, teams off the foul? Is that what you guys
I mean, you can say that. There's times where teams foul up three, and I'll leave it at that. I just made a bad decision.
Did you find that your foot ailment impacted anything?
If I'm out there, I'm playing, and there's no excuse whether I'm hurting or not. If I'm hurting, I'll come out.
I think you okay? Real quick on that call that got overturned. They originally called the charge.
Yeah.
You looked like you split there.
No, I landed on my back. I'm fine. I was just a little in the moment, got banged up.
Jalen, what was the process for you ramping up, just deciding that you were going to play?
I mean, being comfortable enough to go out there and just being there for my teammates and being there for the coaches. And I wish I would have played a little better. But like I said before, if I can walk, I'm going to play.
Nesmith guarded you for a lot more tonight than he had the previous part of the series.
Yep.
He was very physical with you, the point of the screen, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
What did you feel like that went like? How do you feel like you can maybe create a little bit more space moving forward?
Yeah, he played really well, played great defense. Just got to give him a lot of credit. And I just didn't do the things that I normally know I can do, no matter who's guarding me. But he did a really good job. Hats off to him. And I just got to be better. I got to make the correct adjustments and be ready for Sunday.
Donte, how much did you take it upon yourself to kind of give more of an offensive, spark tonight, knowing that Jalen was coming in questionable? And, I mean, how much did you take it upon yourself to kind of, on that end of the floor?
I think he said it, before. If he's going to play, he's fine. And that's kind of my mindset. It's not, he's questionable. He might be banged up. We need to do X, Y, Z. Every game, just have the mindset of being aggressive, just taking what the defense gives you. And tonight, from the three-point line, it was falling. But just trying to be aggressive to make them react. That's all my mindset was.
I know you said this morning, no matter how many guys are out, whatever given the game, just kind of what do you think of the fight, I guess, what you guys had?
We're right there. We're right there. We can't harp on, submitting calls or doing any of that, and we could be better. And whoever's out on the floor, you can't let it fall into the 50-50 calls. I think we had a 9 or 10 point lead or something like that, and I think collectively we just have to be better. But like I said this morning, whatever five's on the court, we're going to win the game every single time we step out on the court. So that's the mindset.
Was it uncharacteristic? I mean, what is it? You guys lost the game because you gave a bunch of offensive rebounds on the foul possession. Is that frustrating?
For sure. I think that's what we pride ourselves on. So identity for us. We knew that was going to be a point of emphasis for them going into the game. So we go back and we look at the film and see how we can clean up a few things and ultimately just compete harder on the boards. And I think it goes a different way for us tonight. I think he's just a true professional. It doesn't matter. Whenever his number's called, he's ready to go. And when his number's not called, I think that's the thing that needs to be talked about the most about him is he's an amazing teammate, amazing locker room guy. I know personally, when my confidence was kind of up and down last series, he's the one who kind of picked me up. So to see him come in and be productive tonight for us, it was huge. Just keep building me up. Just always telling me like it always comes back around. He's been around the league for a long time. He knows how these things go, and he has the most confidence in me. Whether I was, my confidence is always high, but there's always different moments throughout series and throughout seasons where you can always get picked up, and he was the first one to pick me up.
When you get hot, and you start spacing that farther as they start closing out anymore, do you have like a process from possession to possession to know exactly how far back you want to go, or is it purely just?
Honestly, I don't really care how far back I am. If I'm open, I'm going to shoot it. But if they're going to keep following me out there, it's more space for Jalen. It's more space for the guys that get downhill and attack. It's also more space for me to cut off of them. The closer I am, when I'm cutting and doing things off the ball, you're going right into them. I think spacing the floor, just giving guys more space in general, was key for me.
Earlier in the game, especially like first half, you guys got to a little bit of a rhythm with like guard guards, got a 3 off the bit. What do you think is working well there?
We were able to get good threes, and now we were able to get them rotating. Just putting them in positions to make decisions, and it got us a good rhythm. It got us back into a decent zone. Got us within a decent lead, or whatever what I'm trying to say. But it helped us, and then we got in the second half, and then had a little rhythm off of it. So it definitely helped us in the first half.
Donte, this has been like a season of career highs for you, but to score 35 in the playoffs, how do you view that? And you'll look at.
We took an L.
Yeah.
That's how I view it. Doesn't mean anything. Going into the next game, I have to be better in other categories, and that's what I'm going to watch.